Yes. One sec. Sorry. Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
scroll down
Yeah.
a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ah, So this is like one of the key point where we can discuss about a proper introduction with respect to the information steward. So when we see with respect to the BODS or else any development tool, so where we don't have access to the functional people in general, because or else the business people, where they don't understand the logics which we write, or else they don't understand what we try to do the code, which is because we don't normally give them the access, so that they don't have the privilege to see what are the things which we develop during the course. And we will give them the end product, which is nothing but a kind of a rules together bind. And that is what we try to give them as the end result. So there is a lot of information, or else the um, sorry, someone is talking. Okay. So there is a lot of things which are getting in missed. So when we see the information with respect to the other tools, this is the only platform where the business people and the IT people will come into a single place. Means like the business people will also log in into the information steward, and the IT people will also come into the picture, and they will be collaboratively, collectively working together on sharing the progress like together on different aspect of you, so they can have the mainly if you go to the information steward, we have four tabs. One is the data insight, which like we will be consisting of 90%, our day-to-day life, like 95% we will be uh, focusing on our work on the on the data insight. Ah, so this will be like kind of a login screen with respect to the information steward. So this 90, the data insight is there, metadata management, cleansing package builder, and the Metapedia. So these are the four tabs which normally we work once we log in into the information steward. But the one which we are currently focusing, which is nothing but the data insight. Data insight is nothing but where we will be doing the profiling, where we'll be doing the rules, where we'll be doing the setup, where we'll be building the scorecards, where we'll be running the task. So all this information, like most part of the information, like out of 100, 90% we'll be focusing on the data insight tab only. So metadata management, we have one more tab. So what is that metadata management is nothing but all the connections. When we are working in the SAP BODs, right, you might be aware about the metadata, or which is nothing but the data about the data. When we try to create a BODs connection, so we will be creating a data store connection. So what does the data store consist of? The metadata information. Same way, here also we can see all the list of connections which are available with respect to this particular project. So whatever the connections which we created, so all the connections can be seen here. So that information together is called as the metadata management. So that's why they mentioned existing SAP BODs metadata management capabilities. In this, we have a lot of things to be considered. We will be discussing each and everything, like the connections we will be seeing. We have this very, what we say, the concept called impact and lineage. So we will be discussing about that impact and lineage also. And coming to the next one, I will talk about cleansing package builder in the end. So next one, which is called as a Metapedia. So as I discussed in the initial part, as I said, you're right, the business people and the IT people will come into the picture. So the people who works as a business people, right? So here we call them it as a business stewards, and the people who normally we develop the rules and we scorecards, the views, and we will be doing the profiling, right? We call ourselves as a data stewards. So that is how, like, we don't call it as a like a developers, we call them as a stewards, because steward is nothing but the information steward, right? Where we will be doing all the data quality information. So in the case of Metapedia, just a second. Yeah.
Yeah.
In the case of Metapedia, what we try to do is we have a lot of terms actually. So they have mentioned, right, the business terms, taxonomy, existing business data, objects, metadata capabilities, means like what is in general we call it as a business glossary. Business glossary is nothing but business definitions. So like with respect to uh, forgot one of the student was saying like he was saying that migration, right? So in migration, we do divide the customer master, the material master, and the vendor master, right? So same way here also, in the case of Metapedia, what we try to understand is with respect to each what is a master object or a transaction object, we have different terminologies. So in Metapedia, what we try to is we will try to create all the Metapedia terms like individually. First, we will be creating a vendor or else a customer. So what are the related with respect to the customer is like kind of a address or else a bank information, or else if there is any other information. If you take a material, we have plant information, we have sales org information, we have like raw material information. So all this information, what we try to do is we'll try to create them. Like, see, this is nothing but a kind of a reference for them. They want to understand it. So we will just try to create those terms, and just we will be declaring in this one, and we will be uh, tagging them, or else we will be doing this term called term. So we will be associating with the rules, or else the profiling, or else the scorecard. So what happens is when we do this type of activity, whenever a business user with respect to their earned terms, like whether it is a customer or whether it is a material or whether it is a tax or whatever is there, so they will come to this Metapedia and they will search for the terms. So once they search, they can easily identify how many things are there, like how many objects are listed with respect to this one. Because if you see normally there will be a lot of terms, because normally we'll be creating a lot of things. So they will directly come to the Metapedia and they will be seeing all the information with respect to their own terms, so that this Metapedia will act as a single point of contact for them to understand how many terms have been created, how many profiles has been created, how many rules has been created, how many scorecards is information, how many scorecards has been associated with their own terms. That is how like when we talk about the Metapedia. So can you just, yeah, that is fine. Just go a little bit up.
Up is it?
Yeah.
Here you want? Yeah.
No, a little bit up. We'll just give an overview.
This one here?
EIM slide is there, right?
Oh, EAM. Okay, sorry. Okay, yeah. Sorry, yeah, this one.
So as I said, you're right. Information. Why information steward? Why not other tools? Because information steward is the only platform where business and IT will come onto a single platform, so that we can have a like more discussion with respect to the data quality. Because data quality is the key component in today's days. So that is the only way where we can achieve a lot of consistency with respect to the uh, data. So as you know, right, normally this SAP, we will be calling that as a business analytics. So in this, we have this concept called EIM. So most of you know, which is nothing but the enterprise information management. So in this, you see, right, we have a lot of things to be captured. The BODs is also, the data services will also come, and you see, uh, and this information, right, everything will be coming into this EIM concept. Can just scroll down.
Okay.
No, that
To the
little bit.
scorecards?
No. One more slide.
This one, okay.
Yeah. So now you see, right?
Target
The
persons,
target per, yeah, the target persons for the information steward. As I said, you right, the business people, normally we call them as a data analyst or the IT people. So the people normally which we work, right, we call it as a data stewards. So what are the data stewards? So roles and responsibilities with respect to the information steward. So you see, right, he reviews the data quality scorecard and analysis scorecard. So this is kind of a, but in day-to-day life, right, we do uh, the work of the data analyst, because the /IT is there, right? So we do normally take part of all the things here. So we do create the scorecards, we do review the data quality, and we do analysis the scorecards also. Coming to the data analyst, or because we create the rules, what like the other people, like other person was asking, like, so we define the rules, we create the data quality scorecards, we define the scorecard, we analyze the profiling. So when we talk about profiling is like a kind of a very vast subject, because it has a lot of information to be captured. Because while seeing the table, we don't have enough picture what the table consists of. But when we do a basic profiling or else a column level profiling, it will give like a lot of information, which we will be discussing in the next classes. Like what are the things, how we can able to understand a table, so that information can be also captured by using the profiling results and adding the sources to the project, like what are the tables to be added to the current project. That information also we will be covering. And coming to the IT part. So as part of our course, not only the things as a data steward or data analyst, we also help you to understand the admin roles. Like we do have exposure on admin activities, like what are the things we will be covering and what are the things we normally the admin all will be doing. We will help you to understand those information also, so that you will get a more understanding with respect, so that you don't have a dependency when you start project, when you start working, or else you can also assist them. No, this is what I'm expecting. Can you please go to there? So can you help me in creating a project, creating a connection, creating the user security, configuring the information steward application, scheduling the task. So this information also we will help you to understand, so that you will get a complete picture with respect to the information starting from the connection. So that will be the starting point, and end point is nothing but the scorecard.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this point is like, as I said, you right, the scorecard, which is nothing but the end point, or like once we start creating the rules, when we bind the terms, when we run the rules, after that we will be tagging them to the scorecard to see the score. So in this case, you see, right, we have different types of scorecards. So you see, right, any score like with respect to suppliers or channel, customers, channels, partners, right? So I will go with from smaller to the medium. So when you see 0 starts with the low score, 0, which is having nothing. And you see, right, we have 5, we have 10. So any here it has 5 and 10, but whenever we try to create a scorecard, right, we have some ratios or else the midpoints. So lesser than 5, the score is very bad. Greater than 8, the score is really good. That is how the information steward standard is available based on the requirement from the customer or else the business. If they want, we can change it. That is up to our mark. But if they ask us, it will show us like what it is. So now you see, right, we have the quality score, which is nothing but with respect to the suppliers. I will just explain you. So in information steward, we have this concept called dimensions. So dimensions is like another very big topic. Like we have to understand what it is. So accuracy, completeness, conformity, uniqueness, integrity. Not only these 5, we have like around 7. So in the below channels, you see, right, we have one more additional, which is nothing but the timeliness. So we have like this 7 dimensions are there. So to what we say, to see a score, we need a dimension. So on what basis you want to see the score? So you want to see a score with respect to the accuracy, or else with respect to the completeness, or else with respect to the conformity. So this will be defined by them, and we will be applying those information in our rules, and then we will be applying into the scorecard. So once applying the scorecard, we just try to refresh them. So once it is refreshed, right? So you see, right, we have this concept called quality trend. So whenever you see, like, let's not only in this case, in any order, like any what we say, with respect to a Sensex, right? Sensex normally we will be seeing the with respect to the what we say,
The
peoples, or
graph,
else with
syntax
respect to
graph.
the
Yeah.
Census graph. So if you try to understand them, we need to come to a conclusion. We need to understand the previous data, right? So whatever the reports which we do, right, this is nothing but a decision taking for them. So to take a decision, they need to understand the previous data. So that previous data in information steward, we call it as a trend. So you see that the graph, right, it is kind of up and down. So based on that, they will be coming to a conclusion stating like what it is and what we are trying to do. So that is what the trend is, and how to achieve that one. We will be discussing that in
Yeah.
detail, like with respect to the scorecards.
Yeah. So
So
by
this
that
is
say,
about
yeah. Sorry. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, I'm about to conclude. This is about the information steward, like overview.
Okay.
I'm just about to say you, like, if you can go
Yeah.
to the.
Okay. So someone is asking one question. So who is that? Yeah, please go ahead. Hello. Anyone having questions? I heard someone who was talking about. Hello.
Yeah, I have a question.
Who is this? Sorry. Your voice is not audible actually. Can you be a bit louder? Hello. Okay. So I can't hear actually. If you want, can you just post your question in the meanwhile? So by that said, I don't know. I'm getting a noise, so I'll just mute the other participants actually. So by that said, so what I gonna do now is I gonna show you the remote desktop and etc. other stuff, so that in the interest of time we can just show the other stuff also. So this is the remote desktop, which we'll be providing to you also once we get into the exact training system. Okay, so I'll just show you how does it looks. I hope all you guys are following me. Are you with me, right? Just give heads up or thumb symbol. Okay, I see positive responses. Yeah, so this is how the server looks. So we'll providing you the server and the details. So and I'll just show you the information steward tool quickly. Yeah, this is the information steward which will be sitting inside the system. Okay, and I'll just open the SSMS. Yeah, so we have database also here. Yeah, yeah. The meanwhile, this get open. Yeah, so this is our database. Yeah, please. Someone is yeah. Yeah, please. Naren, yeah, Narendra.
So in this, so information steward also we have like different type of versions, right? Enterprise version and so normal version. To take the license, what are the different type of licenses?
So currently we have 4.3 version, which is the latest one, actually. So this is the latest version now. Actually, this is upgraded one. You want something in terms of license and cost, if I'm not wrong?
No. So when you purchase this BODS, we need to purchase this one separate one, or how it will be?
I'll tell you how it works. Usually it's a complementary tool which you get with BODS. That's how it works in the market as of now. But I'm not sure if it has got been changed from this year or from the financial economic change. But usually it's a complementary tool you will get from BODS itself. The reason is BODS and IS are most of the things are interlinked to each other. For example, you say job server, which takes care of running a job in the background, right? In BODS job server, the same job server we have to configure in information steward also, which makes the rule created to bind to the table, the logic which you write in a rule, and we have to bind it to a particular column, right? So if you want to run that at the back end, it has to take the help of the job server from the BODS. Okay. Or the second version is, if you do not want BODS, if you just want IS also, it is possible where you have to buy the job server also with the different licensing cost. Okay, so it doesn't mean that it 100% every time it should be we have to purchase both the things. No, it can be interdependent also. But usually in the market, the people usually whoever takes ETL BODS, they get this tool as a complementary, as of I know. Yeah, I hope I answered the question. Naren?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, thank you. So this is the information steward. This is the data inset object. or I can say in the tile. So where this is one kind of project, how does it looks? I'm just opening the project workspace, and this is how it looks inside the information steward. This is one of the project, and these are the different tables which we have. We have to create the connection, and then we have to import it. And this is a customer master table Kenya one. Okay, someone has asked, can you show about customer master example? So yes, we have customer master details here. So this is the table which we got from the database, and we are showing up you in the information steward again. So on top of this one, we can able to write, say these are the customer master table. Yeah. Okay. So it was taking time to load. Yeah. Okay, and on top of this one, we can write the rule, and we can, for example, we can write the rule on this address numbers, anything depends on the logic which we get from the business, right? Yeah, it was taking time, so I'll just toggle between SSMS and information steward just for considering the time.
Yeah. So Kumar, question to Chandra. So Chandra, are you able to show us on how to create the connections, and how about the
Yes,
rules,
he
like
will.
creating
I
the
can
users?
answer the question. Yeah, he will definitely.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, definitely. I have already said you
Yeah.
the point previously.
Yeah.
In case if you like any issues from my end, like no, for sure, like we will help you to understand all this information.
Yeah, no problem in that. You'll get the details how to create. I'll show the CMC also. So we have the CMC connection also. Okay, so I think it's capital CMC if I'm not wrong.
No, nothing in that.
Yeah.
Chandra, I have one question. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, information steward without BODS, it will not run. No? It's a dependency. The component is dependency on the top of the BODS, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, job server is the dependent main criteria. Yeah.
Yes.
It can, yeah. So yeah, so this is the database we have. So we have the database also, and this we have configured yesterday itself for the demo. And here we have the tables, all these tables. Okay, you will get all these tables. You will get all the database configured. We will show you how to configure, how to get all the tables, even for your environment, also into information steward. Okay, so I think the session will get automatic closed for the 40 minutes, maybe in 1 minute. So for the interest of time, I'm saying I have shown you all the details. How does it looks? Also, I can just show you the recording things. How does it looks? Every day you will get the recording sessions like this. Okay, we'll get the recording and we'll share you in the drive. Okay, so any questions you are having, right? I'll personally call you, each one of you people, and there are some new people I have seen just now in the call, and you people can reach out to me anytime in the WhatsApp. I don't know from in what way you have got my details. I have shared in different groups, so please ping me. Other than 3 people I know. So any questions you can ask me, and I'll share you all the things. So this session is majorly we covered about information steward, how does it looks and what does it do, and the SQL and the server details inside. This is the CMC screen where we create connections, where to create database connection to information steward, etc. All this stuff. And if we start with admin itself, and then installation, and then information steward, scorecards, how to create. This is the rules which we created yesterday, and then database, and how to configure database, how to get the folder, how to get the tables, and everything will show you end to end, and you can also get access to everything. Sorry, I'm a bit faster because it might end in 2 minutes and 40 seconds. You got my point. So we have 2 minutes left. Any questions, open questions? Yeah, please.
There's I'm looking for a training like based on the scenario based, like instead of
you will get in scenario based itself. Okay, because what are that we have to understand the table before to do anything, right? So by seeing data itself, we can understand the creation of your rules. Okay, don't worry. Without scenario based, we'll connect scenarios inside it. Okay, I'll just go to information steward to show you the stuff.
So in that case, so what are the scenarios you are going to cover? Maybe after
Mainly we'll be in the information steward. Mainly we have this concept called the patterns actually. So those type of patterns we'll be covering, because most of the cases what we will be, because based on our past experience, right? So what are the things which we have seen, right? So those information we will be covering, so that the maximum the things you will be working, right, that will be covered.
Yeah, so maximum things which works inside the market. Okay, it works because our trainer is having expertise on vendor master and customer master, etc., and he's also working on the migration concepts. He knows about idocs, BAPIs, all those stuff also he was aware. And and as I'm telling you, the question which you asked, right, to me, one has asked me, scenario based. If you see here, these the rules which were covered from the different projects. So this is the introduction of a dimensions. And if you see, we have these all the accuracy rules we have. So different, for example, product which is having price. The rule says we have to check for the product which is having price. The rule says drop down list I should get, and you should get only company hard coded value. And this one to check the formats, and this one to check the name formats, and the different measures, length measure, and how are things it will be inside. Okay, we have to write the rule how does to check the measures, etc. And for the completeness, these all different master data tables. For example, let's say check for missing state data, zip codes, VAT. So these are the rule, and this is sometimes we have to look up in the different tables. Okay, so this is the rule syntax. Okay, so we are giving you as a compensation. We will give the entire sheet, which you can just need to replace the parameter 0 as a column